Hey guys, it's Dean Soto with freedomin5minutes.com. My hands are taped up. I've been doing some Brazilian jiu-jitsu and man, my fingers hurt. it's yeah. So today let's talk about delegating work. Talk about delegating work. Okay. So I have these I have this one I have this one prospect who is actually they're inside of our onboarding process. They've already paid the first month's invoice. They're inside our onboarding process, and they've taken more than a month to go through even getting started with a virtual systems architect. And the reason being is that we've introduced them to their virtual systems architect and they actually denied the person mainly because they then wanted some specific skills. Okay. They want some specific skills that if you, so as Freedom in 5 Minutes actually starts to uh, have its own funnel and everything like that, and you're actually going to have access to this masterclass. So well, I'll put Freedom in 5 Minutes in this the description of this video because it will probably in the next week or so they'll have a thing that I'll have a thing that has two things. One, a business process calculator, business process scorecard that will show you like just how much opportunity cost there is when you try and do things yourself. It sucks. You never want to do things yourself. You start seeing just how much money you're literally losing in opportunity and sometimes in actual just money. So even if you have employees, which are good, W-2 employees in the United States, that's great. It's not the optimal. Virtual systems architect is the best way to go. But even if you have those, it's a way better decision than doing it yourself. I'll talk about virtual systems architects in a little bit, but the best way to learn is actually through this masterclass, which is the second thing that's at freedomin5minutes.com. That will be there probably in the next week. I just finished it yesterday. Yesterday, at least the slides for it, and then I'm going to be doing the actual presentation of it. And it kind of coincides with what I'm going to be talking about right now when it comes to delegating work. Okay. Because a lot of people have this false notion of how to actually delegate work to your employee or delegate your work to a partner or delegate work to anybody. Okay, and so I wanted to kind of go through that, and part of that is really in depth in this master class, which should be there, probably by the time you watch this, maybe a little bit later. Okay, I have my whoop. I wonder if it's all charged. Yep, pretty much all charged. Okay, cool. So anyway, the so I have this prospect, and they went through. It's one of those things where this particular prospect, I tried pushing them away several times, and my gut kind of told me, kind of stay away. But sometimes when I don't follow my gut, this type of stuff happens where it just takes a long time. It's not really that great of a fit, and so on and so forth. And so that's why I actually do try and push people away that are not a good fit, because you really do have to have a specific mindset. And their mindset is that I need to have someone who can do ClickFunnels. I need someone who has experience with ClickFunnels. I need somebody who has experience with Shopify. I need someone who has experience in these different things, right? And generally the reason being, it's not always the case, but the majority of the time is because they want to be able to just say, hey, I need a landing page done, go do it, right? Well, that type of delegating leads to a whole mess of problems. It leads to a mess of problems. So if someone knows ClickFunnels, or say someone knows Shopify, I need you to set up a Shopify store for me, or I need you to add these products to my Shopify store. Well, you do that, and then the next question is, okay, well, how do you want me to do that? Right? Every single time. So now what happens in that particular situation is This person's going in thinking, well, this person has ClickFunnels experience. I just need a squeeze page. I need a squeeze page that has this copy, or they can do the copy for me, or whatever it is. They go in, and then they say, this is what I need, and then the first question is, okay, well, what font do you want me to use, or what theme, what template do you want me to use? Is this good? Do you have any videos there? And it's just immediately this back and forth, right? This is why with Freedom in 5 Minutes, we are against training. Like, training is a bad word. You do not want to train employees. Skills, like looking for employees with specific skills, is a bad way to go about doing things. And people are going to be like, I actually had one guy say that that's total BS, that training is the same as procedures and so on and so forth. And talk about that probably in the masterclass. I'll probably bring that up. But the whole point of this is that when you the typical way that people delegate, and the reason why they don't delegate, and the reason why they take on so much more stuff than they need to, is because they're looking for people with specific skill sets, for one. They're looking for somebody who has ClickFunnels experience. They're looking for someone who has Facebook ad experience. They're looking for somebody who has whatever type of experience. And then two, they're not focused on process. They're not focused on documented processes, not video processes. Yes, we can use videos to start creating those documented processes, but documented processes. Because I can take somebody from high school, there's one girl who works for me. There's one girl. Yes, what's up? What do you need? Oh, that's my bonbon. I know. I love you. Okay. You might hear my littlest one there. I can take someone from directly out of high school. No job experience whatsoever. This person is part of my core team, my core 4 team. Right now, it might turn to 5, might turn to 6, whatever. But right now, it's 4 people. She is part of my core 4 team. Okay? She does everything from ClickFunnels. She had no experience whatsoever. ClickFunnels, landing pages, opt-in pages, anything like that. She can do Infusionsoft automation, creating massive campaigns in Infusionsoft. She does copywriting, sales copywriting, email marketing, sales and email marketing. She can do she does account management for all my virtual systems architects. Not all of them, but she has a whole host of people. I think she has like 10 people under her, leading and mentoring these virtual systems architects. She can work one-on-one with customers, calling them on the phone. She does my hiring and recruiting. She does the interviews for the hiring and recruiting. All of this stuff she was able to do within 30 to 60 days. If that, if not even sooner. Why is that? Is that because I said, I want somebody with high school experience, right, who has ClickFunnels experience, who has email marketing, copywriting, who has customer service experience, account management experience, hiring and recruiting experience, right out of high school. I want someone who has learned all of that right out of high school. That ain't gonna happen, right? I want someone with all that experience. No, it's not gonna happen, right? And the reason why I make that dumb face, because it's dumb. I mean, that's the old way of hiring. That's the old way of doing stuff. And you might be thinking, Dean, you're being friggin' harsh. You're being really, really harsh. Well, I am. Because just like Back in the day, you used to send telegrams in order to communicate with each other. Who sends a telegram now? The old way of hiring via skills, via I need someone with this amount of experience or whatever, it's gone. It's going away. And I'm leading the revolution for it. And I've already seen time after time after time the result of following a process, of getting people following these specific processes, right? So there's no way in heck I would find somebody directly out of high school who had any of that experience, but now she's able to do all of that magically. It just was already in her head. She's just remembering. No, because I'm able to do that with 3 of my other guys who didn't have any of that experience. I have one person who had recruiting experience. But they had none of the other. Right? And they're doing everything from affiliate marketing to Amazon selling, Amazon drop shipping, copywriting emails, Facebook marketing, Bing ads. They're doing ClickFunnels, Samcart, EverWebinar, email marketing, copywriting, like I think I already said, Infusionsoft, ActiveCampaign. They are able to do all of that stuff because they are following a process, because I know how to do that stuff. I can delegate it because I already know how to do that stuff. And I know how I want it done. So when I'm doing this Facebook marketing, I'm showing them step by step how to do it, and then they document it. Right? When I'm showing them how I want copywriting to be done, they're following it step by step. I'm teaching them step by step. They're following it step by step. And what that does is it helps them to learn. They're doing it the one way that I showed them, and then they're learning at the same time, so they become even more creative eventually. Okay? How much training did I have to do? If I was showing them off of a 15-minute video or a 20-minute video, 15 or 20 minutes. That's it. None of this back and forth crap. I show them, they document it, and then I delegate it to them. Right? But this all comes from the mindset of process. All of it. Systems, processes. Can I show someone step by step how I'm doing something so that when they write it out step by step, then they can do it from that point on? We have someone who she's young as well, I believe, maybe just out of high school, but supporting an entire trucking company, like a $20 million a year trucking company, who has no trucking experience. She's doing a lot of the accounts payable, accounts receivable type stuff. Didn't have any of that experience whatsoever. Why is it working? Because the trucking company actually took the time to show them how to do it, and so they can have a documented process. So this is where there is a huge disconnect with a lot of people who want to just find someone who can solve their problems and magically solve their problems, but find that as soon as I tell them to go do something, boom, question, boom, and it's back and forth for hours sometimes. Sometimes it takes months to train somebody how to do it. When if it's followed by a process, true delegation happens. When you have a process, when you're able to show the process, you're able to document the process step by step by step by step in detail, it turns into a seamless delegation process. Okay? Rather than this back and forth. Very rarely do I get a back and forth. Very rarely do my clients get a back and forth when they follow this process, when they follow my process, when they follow my system. Very rarely do they get that back and forth. which leads to things like with Richard, who is one of the case studies, who I'll have like a better video of it. But he says he literally took something that would have taken him 5 days to complete, and now it's dropped down to 1 hour because he recorded the process, got it all documented, everything like that. 5 days of work down to 1 hour. And it happened immediately. There was not this back and forth. And let me train you on how to do this, where it takes 2 months to then get down to that 1 hour. No, it was showing, documenting, delegating. Okay, so delegation requires great delegation, fantastic, perfect delegation requires a mindset toward documented processes. A mindset toward documented procedures, step-by-step procedures, standard operating procedures. Okay, if you don't have those, go check out freedomin5minutes.com, www.freedom5minutes.com. You might see Prosulum up there just because I'm kind of going through the transition of rebranding and so on. Prosulum is the what I have now there. One of those you're going to see. So it might be, so you can go to either one. Check this out. Go and you'll schedule a discovery call and all that other jazz. So it'll be nice. So go check those out, and I hope this is helpful. I love processes. If you can't tell, I'm very adamant about it. It's going to be even more adamant. I don't care if you think I'm an idiot, because I live a 4-hour work month. I don't have to work much. I do these out of fun. I get paid good money to just make people's lives better. So if you enjoyed it, great. If you didn't, yeah, it's fine. And but yeah, I'm gonna be doing more of these, so more to come, guys. So for Dean Soto, freedomin5minutes.com, as well as right now prosulum.com, or just prosulum.com. I'll probably put both into the description. All right, catch you later. Bye.